beautiful. Fenland Crusader here, and welcome back to the channel. We've got a two-part video this time, and the first part is to do with our tractor road run that we did for the Chris Schofield Memorial Road Run. And apparently I won a trophy on that, which was totally unexpected, and it's all part of the Peachbet Gala, and Peachbet Gala is this coming Saturday, so by the time you're looking at this video I should be in there receiving whatever it is you know, they give me. But so the second part is to do with the water washer, you know, the bits and pieces that were blasted and painted in front of us, and the splitting of the mudguards, breaking down all into, you know, segregating the bits so we can blast all them and get them painted, and then the rebuild of the wings like. So pretty much that's it. So we'll catch you on the next. So this is the first of the tractors coming back off the run, and just a small gathering for the first time on the memorial run. It will get better as time goes on.
Marco!
Criteria I was asked to pick a tractor on. So I'm just going to go with my favourite tractor today, which is the Farmall.
Hey! Hey!
I'll give full credit for bravery turning up on that today.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, good
There you go.
clap.
you doing, Wolf? Hey, what are you doing, Wolf? Okay, so we're got the water washer mudguards in, and what I'm doing at the minute, I'm just cutting like all the dead wood out, so we can blast. And when I say dead wood, you know, you've got like bits of overlaid tin, and bits and pieces, and bits of angle iron, just the normal thing when you know, things have got old, and try to preserve it for a few more years. But so they're so good round the tops and all round that edge. We'll have a look when we get it blasted, but I might just splice a piece in. And it's the same as this one. It's all good where it needs to be round the top. It's just the bottom that's gone. So we might do a conservative repair on these. We'll see what it looks like when we get it all blasted up. We're getting ready. In the tanks here, I've cut the end out of the tank so we can have a clean up in there, because it's a bit rough. We may even have to put a new bottom in it. It's okay down that side. The tinned tin is still showing, but that side is quite rough. It's got some pinholes in the bottom. It's just a question of what we find after we've blasted it. And the end plates and the toolbox and so forth. So yeah, I'll bring you back when there's more to show. Okay, so that's cut the rough out of that one. So we'll get that blasted up and see where we go with it. All the rubbish has been chucked out there, look. Not particularly in good order. So then we're going to do similar to that one. But what I may do now is I'll just set to and blast these and the bits this afternoon, because it's now dinner time, and we might attack that one tomorrow, or if I get time today I'll have another go. But it's a shame that we've got to dismantle all the top of that lot when it's in such good order, just to repair this bottom half. And once I get it clean up, I mean, the weld is right on the edge of the stay, so hopefully, you know, it'll not be noticeable, and then all the rest will fit as should, and there'll be a little weld down on this edge or further back if I decide, and then just that bit across there. But when the main stay is on, you see this main stage comes across here, so and it's got about 4 inches missing off the bottom of it. There, look, it should be somewhere back here somewhere. So a few bits to do, but it might be better than trying to do the whole wing, because as you see with the last one I did, you know, there's a lot of work involved in them. So we'll see, we'll get it blasted and see what we've got, and then we'll make another decision. So we're cracking on, look, doing a bit more. I've got my new foot plates blasted to get rid of the shine of the metal so the paint sticks better. I just done them brackets again because they didn't come up very well, along with the top. There, like that. And my mudguard tops. So, and the brackets. And I decided I'm going to take them all to bits and put fresh tin in the back of them all together. Because the thing that worries me more than anything is that the rust between this and that, yeah, is building up. And it's quite evident just there, and you'll probably not be able to see it, but that's raised. That tin is raised up, and it's definitely because it's rust underneath pushing up. Probably should see it sort of slightly countersunk the tin, It's because the tin around it is raised up because the rust is under the metal. Pretty much like that one, then it bursts out and the bloody got a big hole. So I think we're going to unpick it all and rebuild them as I did with the other ones. But unlike the other ones where the lids are spot welded on, these are all crimped on. So it'd be quite challenging to undo the crimp to get the lid off and to replicate that in the next piece of tin. So I did some 40 odd year ago on the first standard Ford I ever did, but for the life of me I can't remember quite how I did it. So we'll have another go. In for a penny, in for a pound, as I say. Although that side looks good in here, but what it is behind that, it's got an overlaid plate on the other side, so you can guarantee that'll be rusted right out, and you end up cutting it all out like I did that one. So it gets a bit messy, so I'm going to put new tin in. It'll take more time than I wish for, but at least the job will be done. The rest of it's nice, so we might as well continue with it. The tank, well, as you can see, the tank's got a few holes in it. But I've got another tank that's got the wrong markings on, and I'm going to cut out on where these raised lips are and overlap them and put a new bottom in it. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I've just got to unpick all this rough old solder that somebody's done on here, so I can just see how that is all fastened up. I believe there's a nut on the back of it, but that remains to be seen. So yeah, we're nearly caught up with the blasting for the moment. There's a lot of other bits in the shed. I missed that area there, looks like I've got blue paint on it, but I have run out of sand again with it. I'll have another clean up. And you can see, like, she's well mangled up. So yep, we'll crack on and get all the rivets out, get them to bits and start again. I think that's the only answer. And I'll have the I have done the end plates. I had Ford Motor Company Limited, England in the middle, and Made in England on the bottom, and that's the water washer plate. Whereas all wartime tanks was, we'll get the right way around, was Ford Motor Company Limited, which is the same as the one, nothing in the middle, and you've got these two indents in England on the bottom, no Made in England. So that's all the later ones. So whatever I do, I've got to, you know, have the tank with this plate in the end. So yeah, the tank's just a little bit more going on with that. Two dogs think they're on the beach, look. So right, we'll crack on then, get a bit more done, and bring you back when there's more to show. Okay, so we're just getting a few bits painted up, stopping them going rusty. And I blasted the floor plates, so when I paint it, it gives the paint a good key. You're going to be putting your foot on these, and I always find that if it's just painted onto, you know, bare shiny metal, it always seems to you know, flake off and rub off. So that's my take on that. So when this lot gets dry, I'll turn it all over and do the other side, and yeah, we're getting caught up. Okay, so we've got the portable bench set up, and I get so as I can't bend down for a long period of time these days, so I try to put things up in the air if I can, and you can't beat a good old barrel. So yeah, so I've got some rivet heads to grind off, and punch them back a tad so we can get this plate off. Then we've had to grind them off again to the tin work, so otherwise they'll drop through the tin work, because see, when they've been riveted together they would have swelled up all along their shank. So you just keep doing it in stages until you get them all knocked out. Bit of a laborious job, same as the ones around the hang line. We've been here before, so just a steady job. But I feel it's the only way forward when you look at what's going on and the bottom's all crumped up. And when I get the plate off the other side, and there's the pot rivet sticking through the tin work, look. Holding it on, and in the hang line, look. To cover over what I think is on the back of this is rotted out. So, and another thing, like I said before, we've got rust going on behind here, and if I don't dismantle it and take it out, you know, it'll only be probably a matter of months or a few short years, and it's going to bust out on that side. So while the top is good, I need to save it, especially that one. Look, you can see the muck almost in there, and so you know I've got to try and save that, because it's a good top. I mean, you can't buy new ones of these like for under £1,000 anymore, and I ain't got £1,000 to chuck at it. So yeah, but I've got the skill to put it together and rebuild it. All it cost me is a sheet of plate. So that's where we're at. Okay then, so we've got the bits ground off and drilled out, and as I suspected, when you lift this up, it's full of rat holes. Look, the old tin worms had a hell of a day under there, and needless to say I will have to be replacing some of this. But hey ho, you see, and that's not the barrel lid, that's a piece of tin. It was pot riveted on. I'll just flip it over in a minute and you'll be able to see the other side. But I've got to grind these stubs off now and put a dimple in them, and then knock them out of the casting. But I have to be a little bit careful. I've broke these castings before trying to get the bloody rivets out. So yeah, and then we'll attack these. But yeah, all good fun. And this is the overlay plate I was talking about. I've just drilled all the pot rivets out, all the way down the line there. Look. Get that out, and then you can see where the hole was that they're trying to cover up, the bottom half. So yeah, it's what people did served its purpose in the day, but now it's got into a fully blown rebuild. But we're getting there. I've only got in 2 stays to take out, and then I've got to unpick the rolled edge because it's rolled and crimped on to this. So I'll try and make a tool for that. I'll peel it up to get it started, then I'll make a little tool. I'll just keep working at it all the way around until I get it undone. It's got to come off, and obviously it's my mudguard, so I've got to save it the best I can. So we'll crack on and get these few rivets off, get the stay bars off, and then we'll have a look at see where we are. Okay, so that's got the 2 stays off. That one's fairly good on the back. That one is extremely good on the back. So, and we're not badly fitted on the front, so a good result there. So everything's been flipped over now and all painted on the other side. Floor plates are right way up, all painted. And I've just brought the end plates of the tank in as well, which I'd forgot about. That's on the back side, and when that dry I'll flip them over and do the other side. So all that remains now then is to go and split the mudguards up into their separate components, which is just a job on its own. See you later. Okay, so we're getting our mudguard stripped down. And you can see, look, where the crow's foot was, look. It's got a hole in it. Just as we suspected it would have. I'm hoping that these ones are going to be good. But we've got to have them off to have a look. We've got a repair in the bottom here. But so this is the tool I made. Yeah, proper chisel, and we warmed her up and tapped around on the anvil. I just made a hook shape, so when that was underneath there, you just pull it round. Kept doing that until we got it all apart, and it wasn't too bad a job. When I come to do the other one, I'll just pop it on there so you know, take a video of it so you can see what I did. So that's pretty much it. We've got you see the tin now, look, the whole part of the tin. See, all around the top was pretty good right until you got to that bit there, and then behind that stay, look, was rotted out, and obviously all in the footplate bottom, all gone. And so it's a shame that sort of so much of it is so good and yet the bottom half's buggered. But anyway, we're cracking on with it. So these are the bits and pieces we took off, which we're set to and blast in a few minutes. And then obviously we've got that one to take the bits as well. So I say a little bit of work in them, but it's, for me, it's the only way forward. So we'll crack on, and because I must remember to do my toolbox this time. I forgot it last time. And so yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So that's all the bits off that wing now, all set up, ready for blasting. And you think there ain't much rust in it, like, but quite right. But look, when you look on the floor, look, all that stuff, and the floor was clean. You know, it was like that, because obviously I get blasting here, so I keep it clean. But all this rust here, look, on the floor, and that bit there, look, along with all the rivet heads and bits and pieces. But all that is off that bloody mudguard. So I'm sort of pleased that we've done what we've done. And apart from the one where the what's the name, crow's foot sits, the other two are actually in good order, and they're just beginning evidence of the brackets rusting up, look. So it wouldn't have been too long, especially like where the rivets are tight up and the rust started to crack it open. So that'd be good. Get them blasted, get a coat of paint on the mudguard, and then they've got a barrier between that and the rust, you know, for future years. So I'm pleased with that. Okay, so I was just doing a bit more blasting. They're all for this week. We're in here, we've seen the mudguard before, so I've just done the bits where the brackets were, and all the parts that all belong to the under toolbox. Look, I missed it last time, but I got it this time, and everywhere the bracket was, it's all been cleaned up. So that's pretty much it for all this one. And struck me bloody eyeballs out of a minute. So yeah, about wraps it up. We are at the Lincolnshire show. If anybody's local and wants to go, we are at the Lincolnshire show with the Paraffin E27N, and so we should be there Lincolnshire show days. So if anybody wants to have a chat, we'll be there. So that wraps it up. Catch you on the next.